Hey, Henry.
Hey, Jake. Maddie, can I get a cup of coffee?
Scott will take care of you. I'm on a break.
Scott?
Yeah, they just hired him. He's a great bartender.
What makes him so great?
I told him I own the place and he believed me. I've been on a break ever since. You need me to get him over here?
No, that's okay. I'll just wait till you're off your break.
Well, that might be a while. The owner is going to the movies.
Couldn't you just pour me a cup before you leave? I don't think that guy likes me.
Don't be ridiculous. Hey, Scott, you like my friend Henry, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
See?
Jake, do you think you could go get me a cup of coffee?
Well, just ask Scott. The guy doesn't have anything against you.
Oh, no? Yesterday I asked for change for $1. He gave me a big sigh before giving it to me.
A sigh doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. It means someone hates you but isn't willing to confront you.
Whatever.
Henry, good. I need to ask you something. How long have you and Tess been in couples therapy?
What makes you think Tess and I have been in couples therapy?
Oh, come on. A girlfriend like her, you're not going it alone.
All right, we see someone from time to time when our relationship needs a little tweaking.
Yeah, how often?
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Why?
Well, in chapter 12, the night before the murder, I have Tom and Janice going to a couples therapist, and I'm having trouble with the character.
Wait a minute. Janice gets murdered?
Yeah. So, I don't know any couples therapists, so this is all sounding fake.
But Tom said he was going to get help for that temper of his.
That's why they go to the therapist. You know, I just hate being stuck like this.
Well, if you want to do some research, I could set up an interview for you.
Can you just tell me about it? Those people give me the creeps, so they're always trying to be so helpful. Get in touch with your emotions, Ian. What are you really trying to say, Ian? Stop pulling off the electrodes, Ian.
No, come on. We'll go together. A friend of mine from Yale knows someone who's supposed to be very good.
What's wrong with the therapist you and Tess go to?
I prefer you see someone who hasn't seen me cry.
Good luck. You cried outside the window on the Today Show.
Well, pardon me for having feelings. That Nancy Kerrigan can skate like an angel.
Wait. Can't you send Tom to a good therapist where he gets the help he needs so he doesn't have to kill Janice?
Jake, it's my book, and I decide who lives and dies.
Whatever.
Batty bunkers crazy, loopy loony hazy. Chaotic, neurotic, peculiar and amazing. Demented, deranged, particularly strange. Frantic, raving, shaky, flaky, making me insane.
Some people buy cut rate every Friday.
Mr. McNeely?
Dr. Russo, hi. Thank you for squeezing us in.
Call me Anne. And you must be Ian Stark. I loved your novel. It's a genuine pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
So you see clients in your home?
Yes, right in there. Used to be my dining room, but I converted it into an office.
Why not? I mean, no offense, but who's going to pay $200 an hour for dinner? Oh, this is nice.
Thank you.
Ooh, hard candy.
Yes, I put those there for my clients.
Oh.
I find it calms them, and sometimes people need comforting in here.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, you want to write that down?
No, it's all right. I got it.
I just don't want you to forget.
I won't.
I've got a pad and paper right here.
I said, I got it.
You say that now, but in 2 hours, it'll be, what'd she say about the candy? What did you say about the candy?
I just said that it soothes...
No, we're not repeating everything.
You don't have to snap at her.
I'm not snapping at her. I'm snapping at you.
Yes, it's a familiar sound.
Well, if you listened to it once, then maybe you wouldn't have to hear it so often.
Okay, you know what? Now I'm not going to write down anything.
Oh, you mean I have to remember the hard candy all by myself?
I was just trying to help.
I don't need your help.
Is that true, Ian? You don't need Henry's help?
What? I see what you're doing. Oh, that's very good. But I'm not here for therapy. I'm here for research. So if you don't mind, I'll be the one who asks the question.
There's that stubbornness again. I think he grew up in such a chaotic environment that he can't tolerate anything outside of his control.
Tell me something, Ian.
I don't think so. I'm leaving.
Does Henry always analyze you like this instead of talking to you like a peer?
Yes. Yes, he does.
I do not.
He analyzes me all the time.
Does that bother you?
Oh my God, it infuriates me. It just makes me want to strangle him.
Violence. I think we both know that violence is a sign of childhood frustration.
See, just like that.
That must be very difficult for you.
It is. It's very, very difficult.
Yes, have a hard candy.
Thank you.
Well, wait a second. You think it's been so easy for me? Being yelled at like a teenager, the butt of every joke? Last month, he listed my apartment in the Village Voice as a methadone clinic. Don't I get a hard candy for that?
I've got an idea. I'd like you two to try a very simple exercise.
I'm so sorry, but like I said before, I am here strictly for research.
Ian, we clearly have some issues to work out between us.
Listen, I am not about
Why
to
don't we
spill...
just hear her out? What's the exercise?
It's a basic role reversal. Ian, you would act like Henry in order to help him see how his behavior feels from your perspective.
But isn't that just teasing?
Let her finish. So what you're saying is, I can help him right to his face.
As long as it's a reflection of how you really feel that Henry treats you.
Yeah, hang on one short moment.
Now, hang on one short moment. I have been to therapy with 4 different girlfriends, and that sounds highly unorthodox to me.
She didn't say start yet.
I was not notified that the exercise had begun. I'm going to file a protest.
I don't talk like that.
I talk like this. And I clench my butt like this. Which makes me walk like this.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm Ian Stark. And is it okay if I go now? Right?
Yes, that's fine.
I'm Ian Stark, and I'm a tortured artist. It's so hard being a wealthy, best-selling author with the world at my feet. The agony.
Your problems are trivial. And I should know because I went to Yale. And at Yale, we always Yale the Yale of all Yale. Did I mention that I went to Yale?
Jake, go run your head into the wall. Henry, you stink. No one understands my pain.
You've never been to a linen auction?
You've never been to an autopsy?
What a hairy-knuckled caveman.
What an uptight little stiff.
Mongrel.
Mama's boy!
Enough. Okay.
I was just getting the hang of it.
Yeah, me too.
Henry, have a hard candy.
Finally. You just hate me, don't you?
Of course not.
Well, it sure seems like it.
Henry, you just missed the whole point of the exercise. Maybe we should do it again.
No, thanks. I think it's time to leave.
I can't let you leave like this. Let's do one more exercise.
Oh, great. Do I get to hit him with a foam bat?
I was thinking more of a healing exercise. I would like you two to look each other in the eye and say 3 things that you like about one another.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Oh, you have no problem mocking me, but when it's time to say something nice...
When it's time to say something
We're
nice.
not doing that anymore! Okay, I'll be the bigger man, and I will go first. Is that okay, Ian?
Yes, fine.
Ian?
Oh, man.
Ian, I like that you are such a talented writer.
She said 3 things.
Yeah, we can trade off one at a time. Right, Anne?
Can't you do anything without asking her first?
Yes, of course I can. Look. See? I'm not gonna eat it. I was just gonna make a point. I'll put...
Ian,
Right, all right, all right. What was your first one again?
I like that you are such a talented...
Right. And I like that you are so punctual.
I'll take it. I like to hear you laugh.
Oh, God.
Come on!
And I like how you turn on the blow dryer every time you use the can.
I like when you call me your friend.
I'm out of here.
I can't do that.
Ian, please.
All right, but then no more eye contact. I like your editing more than the editing of any of those other morons that came before you. Give me one of those damn candies.
You don't know how much that means to me.
Well, that's pretty much how it works. Of course, most of my couples are actually, well, couples. Anyway, I am sorry, but I do have clients waiting.
Of course. Thank you so much for all your time. This has been really, really helpful.
I am so glad. I can't stress enough how important it is for people to be open and honest at all times.
I couldn't agree more.
Henry, would you excuse Ian and I? I'd like to talk to him privately.
What?
Just a minute. It won't take long.
What about... What?
If you don't mind.
But I could take notes. I'll just wait out here and...
She's some great therapist, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's helped us a ton. Of course, real change takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. These things can't be rushed. I have erectile dysfunction.
That must be hard. I
mean... You look nervous. Hey, I know what you're going through. Men and women, we just think differently. It's that whole Mars-Venus thing.
If you don't mind, I'm trying to.
All right, then. Take care, and thanks very much. You coming?
So what did she have to say to you in there?
What?
What was so important that she had to talk to you in private?
I don't want to discuss it.
You don't want to discuss it. What about what I want?
Looks like that Mars thing ain't no picnic either.
Leave me alone already. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you can talk about it with that crackpot therapist, but you can't talk about it with me? Don't you remember what she said about honesty?
If she's such a crackpot, why do you care what she said?
Because, for your information, you suck.
Hey, what's wrong?
Ian won't tell me what our couples therapist said in private.
You guys went to couples therapy?
It wasn't therapy, it was research.
It started out as research. We did exercises.
Henry.
We never do exercises. We hardly even talk anymore.
We talk?
Oh, right. These days, it's breakfast behind the newspaper and dinner in front of the TV. You know, I can't remember the last time we spent a Sunday, just the two of us, having a catch, getting an ice cream.
Jake, you're my assistant, not my son.
That's just what my dad used to say.
Aren't you going to talk to him?
He's fine.
He's not fine. He's upset, and he's not going to get over it without a little understanding from you.
Ooh, meatballs! Yum!
Thanks for the heads up.
Hey, guys, what are you drinking?
Coffee.
Scott, 3 coffees?
On another break, huh?
Oh, no, technically it's still the same break.
I think I'm entitled to know what Ann said.
Who's Ann?
We went to a couples therapist.
Really? Who cheated on who?
Maddie, what do I do with it?
Scott, do I interrupt you on your break?
I don't know yet.
she pulled me aside, I would tell you.
Oh, right, fine. Anne said that I should be gentle with you because you suffer from paranoia.
What?
Paranoia. You think people are scheming to get you.
She thinks that I'm paranoid? She's known me for a grand total of, what, an hour, and she makes that diagnosis? What an absurd thing to say, especially behind my back. Excuse me, I have to make a phone call.
Who are you calling?
My therapist. She knows I'm not screwed up. For God's sake, she's been treating me for the last 15 years. You know, I knew that therapist didn't like me from the first time we walked in. Did you notice? She gave me a funny look. Wait a minute, that almost sounds a little paranoid. That's probably her plan. Getting me thinking that I'm paranoid, so then I'll come back, become a regular client, and then she'll make a lot of money off me. Oh, she's crafty.
Okay, I don't get it. Why would she tell you he's paranoid?
She didn't tell me that. I made it up.
Why?
Because my cable's out.
Oh, there you are. I was getting worried about you.
Why?
Because you're late, and you're never late.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's just been the worst day.
Oh.
Tess, let me ask you something. You know me better than anyone. I want you to tell me the truth, okay? Don't pull any punches. Really think about it, all right? Am I paranoid?
No.
What was that?
What?
That pause.
You asked me to really think about it.
And you had to?
Pause doesn't mean anything. Henry, what's going on?
I'm sorry. It's just such a long story. Ian and I went to a couples therapist today.
You went to a couples therapist with someone else?
Well, yeah, but it started out as research, and then before you knew it...
Did you do exercises?
No.
You paused.
You said a pause didn't matter. But obviously it did, or you wouldn't be so worried.
Oh, Henry, stop being so paranoid.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I have to go.
Where are you going?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to eat by yourself. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I gotta go back to that couples therapist.
To talk about us?
Why, what's wrong with us?
Oh, you tell me. You're the one doing exercises with someone else.
We didn't plan it, it just happened. I gotta go.
Henry, you know what our therapist says, we shouldn't leave mad.
Oh, yeah, you're right, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I like your hair.
You have nice teeth.
Who is it?
It's Henry McNeely we met this morning. I'm terribly sorry, but I need your help.
Come in.
Thank you. You were right about me. I am paranoid. I didn't even know it until I heard your diagnosis, and then I realized that you're right. I'm a paranoid wreck.
I never diagnosed you as paranoid.
What kind of sick game are you playing, lady?
I never diagnosed you at all.
Oh, come on. Ian told me the truth. Now, please, I need your help.
Wait a second. Ian told you that?
Yeah.
That's odd. Ian!
Yeah. Henry.
So now you two are meeting at night to talk about me?
Did you tell Henry that I diagnosed him as paranoid?
It's kind of complicated.
Excuse me.
If she didn't say I was paranoid, then what exactly did she say?
She invited me over here for dinner. Henry, this is a very bad time. If you've noticed, we're having wine, our shoes are off. This doesn't happen to me every day. Now I want you to go home.
Ian, what's going on?
Actually, it's a pretty good story. After you pulled me aside this morning, Henry kept bugging me about what you wanted, so I thought I'd have a little fun, and I told him you said he was paranoid. Isn't that funny?
That's a horrible joke.
He's okay.
Is that true? Are you okay, Henry?
I guess.
See, he's fine.
Are you sure?
Well, I know you two want to be alone. But I could use someone to talk to.
You must have had a terribly emotional day. Why don't you go into the office so we can talk?
What about me?
You can go get your shoes.
I know what this is. You don't need anyone to talk to. You don't feel bad. This is you getting back at me for the Yale stuff and the clenched butt walk and making you squirm all day.
Oh, Ian, if I didn't know you better, I'd say you were paranoid. Here, suck on this.